After our gentle introductory day, we set off into our first full-on day, and the second longest that we had planned at just over 20k. We set off into the woods under this gentle rainfall to make our way towards Aberfoyle for lunch. The Rob Roy Way is a 79-mile, 128km through hike through the southern Highlands of Scotland. Join us on this epic hiking and camping journey, exploring the epic landscape, taking in the views and the good old Scottish weather and wildlife. These things are really interesting. Yeah, ventilation for the Corrie Aqueduct. Oh yes, we've entered that mythical realm of it's raining slightly, but not enough to deter the midges. Yeah, I did a little bit of research last night because we had no signal in the tent. So the Corrie Aqueduct was built in the late 1800s as a water supply for Glasgow. They had massive cholera outbreaks and they recognised Loch Katrine was a really good potential water source, and they managed to build the aqueduct in 4 years, I think it is, which you can build a section of road in 4 years around here. Yeah, it's a 26-mile section of aqueduct piping and all that, and these are access points for maintenance, for ventilation, and there's little electrical points that pop up all over the place that I guess are probably more modern, but yeah, it's interesting. It's just hold up so well and look so pretty. There you go. The more you learn, the more you know. You know what? It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 6. We got this. Come on. This is our first pit stop for the day. We found a nice section of wooded area with a spot to sit on and just shelter from the rain. Lovely day. Visit a graveyard. Here's the corpse safes, or whatever they're called. There you go. So stop people from body snatching. Soggy entrance to Aberfoyle. This is, I can't remember the name of the cemetery. I'll put it on the screen. But look at the mountains. We spent way longer than anticipated having lunch as we sat inside in the comfort and the dry, watching the torrential rain outside. Alas, we were on a time limit, so eventually we had to set off back out into the rain on our way to Loch Venachar for our camp spot for the night. Just had a couple of hours in Aberfoyle having lunch, sitting out the rain, feeling a million times better after the break. Oh my god, got another 5 or 6 hours of rain ahead of us. Just one of them days. But, yeah, the Fairy Tree Inn, chock full of people, really nice food, much needed, some coffee and a chance to dry off. And now back into the torrent. Thank you, Aberfoyle. This could have been easily missed. That is a diversion because they've shut down the bridge, so we have to double back and go all the way through town that we've already done, adding like a K plus to our route, which is a bit of a pisser. Not frustrated at all. Detours past pretty routes, at least. Very nice. Pretty church. Aberfoyle Outdoor Centre, one of our detours for today. Look at the rain. I'm standing in a puddle. Archery targets. Whoa. Puddle. Oh balls. This was a car park. Ah! Bog! Well, successful videoing. Back on track. Pretty misty mountains. The mouse took a walk through the deep dark wood. The snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. What are you doing here, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my log pile house. Oh no! That's a sodden green. What a lovely view. Onward! Lovely mist and sideways rain. Fairy pools in summertime. Blackberry bushes for days. Not quite ripe yet, but the entire last couple hundred metres have just been blackberry bush upon blackberry bush. Weirdness. Gate. No gate needed. Glorious, glorious Rob Roy Way. Yet somehow nope. I'm going around there. Turns out we can cut down a little closer. Don't come in trail runners if you want dry feet. Oh, isn't that the rule anyway? Success. Yeah. Mischief managed. The rain stopped. You know what that means? Midgie time! We have a view and the sun's shining on it. Yeah, and hit the swamplands. So we dropped our speed to like a 10th. Oh god. We go round. Actually our first gate of the trip. Glenny Sheep Hill. Sheep worrying is a crime. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh crap. Stereo, my dear. Clang. We followed this trail for a little bit longer, had a brief break, and then we happened across a very swollen section of river that we should have been able to step over. So we had to try and figure a way around, which was through. Alright, the challenges never cease. We thought we were 5k away, but we're about 8. The last 2 kilometres have been bog, and now we've got to cross this. Holy crap. Hum. Well, we found a solution. Waiting. Safely shelters. Alright. This is the way we cross the stream, cross the stream, cross the stream. Never cross the streams, never cross the streams. Alright. Oh, it's a coral beat a ball, freezing, don't you know? Oh. Who put this here? Goodness me. McGregor! Oh, it's cold. And a pretty little stone circle.
I don't think there's a natural stone circle.
Yeah, it's probably not natural. Wait, you get natural stone circles? So much water! Over this hill's a Lochan, and down the bottom is Loch Venachar. Lochan and egg. Much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Reached the top. Now to descend to Loch Venachar below and get to the other end of it. Not far to go. Change of terrain, most welcome. Gravel camp tonight, because it's all gravel. Point to note, you want to camp at Loch Lomond? Gravel. Will do. After our first night's rest, we commenced on to our first full day, so day one. And we carried on up here, a little zigzag area here that's pretty funky, and we got to this domed vent here, which I had a bit of a chit chat at. Then we carried on quite a long walk through the woods here. It was raining. We passed some other campers that were camped literally at the side of the road, so we would have had other places to camp if we didn't stop at the river. We got to Aberfoyle. So round about here was the that graveyard that I went into, and it was piddling it down the whole time we got there. We got some really nice views over the hills over here. But anyway, we walked into Aberfoyle, we stopped here at the co-op, and then we went along here to the Fairy Tree Inn, which was really nummy, and we sat there for about an hour and a half, just drying off and watching the weather. We had to head back out until we went back out. Got round to here, where we found there was the bridge up here was closed, so we had to double back down this way. All the way down here, over here, and the outdoor centre is up here, so we walked up here, so path here, joined back onto the route here. So we ended up adding on a bit of distance, which we weren't planning to, but never mind. And then we carried on, and some nice woodland walk here, some red squirrels, get out top here where it's been all deforested, and then about here is where we had to do that little flooded path crossing. No, it wasn't. About here's where we had to do the flooded. Yeah, about here. This section here was all deforested, and it took us about an hour to get just this section here because it was so boggy. Well, not boggy, just muddy and covered in cowpats. Horrible. And then this really nice little loch in here, which was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then a long trail down the side of Loch Venachar, and round about here, is where we set up camp on the shore side for our second night. This was a particularly intense and long day. The rain absolutely drenched us. We had dry bags, we had bag covers, yet we still found some of the stuff inside our bag was damp, and we needed to try and deal with that when we got to camp. So next on the list is to buy some good plastic bags to put those bags in. But this was a good day's hiking, though. It was enjoyable, despite the rain. A good adventure.